Ignition sequence starts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Hey everybody, this is the Digital Asset Investor, and before I forget, I wanted to tell many of you the timing of what's going on in this market is really good because Consensus, which is the largest blockchain conference in the world, is going to begin this week in New York City. And I was going to show you the website for it, but I saw this guy. He says, I guess it's starting, and he snapped this shot of Consensus. And so it reminded me to let you know that that's going to go on this week. And the speakers include people from some of the most important people in blockchain. And, Peter Schiff's been catching a hard time this week, but Peter Schiff, in my opinion, has displayed quite a level of just ignorance and ignoring what's right in front of his face. And I believe that the best thing Peter Schiff could do is watch this conference this week so that he can see some of the movers and shakers and what they're doing. And then he'll be ready to enter digital assets himself. But I wanted to show you this one thing from Consensus. This is their website. You can go to CoinDesk sponsors this conference. But this is just one of the events that's going to be at Consensus that I saw that I would mention to you. Left in the Dust, the U.S. and the Race for the Future of Finance. And then Ryan Zagone from Ripple is going to be on that panel. Now, I'm sure there's several other people from Ripple that are going to be there, but this was just one of the things that one of the sessions that one of the people from Ripple is going to be in. If you look around here under agenda, you'll probably be able to find many more. Let me get rid of these. Okay, and then this was from Barry Silbert. He tweeted this out, I guess today. He says, just wait till they hear about Bitcoin halving. Apparently, Bitcoin is going to have in the next, I can't remember if it's this year or in 2020, but anyway, apparently in the past, whenever Bitcoin has halved, it really went, the price has really skyrocketed. But he's tweeting this out right here. Bitcoin surged to an 8-month high of 69.64 earlier today as a bull cross of long-term moving averages occurred for the first time since 2015. Now, 2015, back during that time, and I've told this story, before that happened back in 2015, there was probably the longest bear market in crypto that I've experienced. That was the time when I had put all of it up. I had literally put my XRP somewhere and forgot all about it and woke up one day and it was just worth a good deal of money. And I just woke up one day and had to go check and see if I still had it. And so this is significant. Okay, I got this from XRP Lighting the Way, and I like to show these anytime I see them. I don't go in depth on them, but when I see another person from traditional finance entering into crypto, it's always a significant thing. And so here's another one. Another coming to crypto. Crypto Bank hires former Deutsche Bank executive. The Founders Bank, which plans to offer financial services to crypto companies, has appointed former Deutsche Bank executive Kenan Altunis as chief executive officer. I think that kind of speaks for itself, but there's a reason these guys are leaving traditional finance to come to crypto. So I like to show them to you anytime I see them. And next, from XRP James T at XRP James, sent me this article here. Now this is very interesting to me, and I'll tell you why. The article will just come up. Okay, here we go. This, SEC approves new Silicon Valley stock exchange backed by Marc Andreessen, other tech heavyweights. Okay, to put this in perspective, let's go back. Marc Andreessen was one of the founders of Netscape. That is how he made his money. And when he founded Netscape, of course, he became a millionaire from that. Eventually AOL bought Netscape. Well, then over the course of the next few years, he was involved in the starting of a VC firm in Silicon Valley, Andreessen Horowitz. Well, just recently in the news, and I covered it, Andreessen Horowitz made all of the people in their venture capital firm get financial investment advisor licensure. And the idea at that time, the way I understood it, was this was all done for the purpose of at some point being able to trade crypto. As I recall, they literally got rid of their venture capital status when they did that. And now this article, the U.S. government on Friday approves the formation of a new Silicon Valley stock exchange following a regulatory criticism late last year. Backed by venture capitalist Marc Andreessen, the long-term stock exchange was born out of concern about the stock market's focus on near-term profit. It sounds too good to be true for people out there. Today's announcement from the SEC is a huge step. LTSE Holdings CEO Eric Ries tells CNBC. Well, they don't say it in this article, but this reeks of them putting something together having to do with crypto. So I just wanted to mention that. Okay, next, I got this from a James Bond friend at ECOSSEXRP1. Sent me this article right here. This is Bitcoin's price breaks key resistance as crypto market cap surpasses 200 billion. Now, I wanted to show you one thing in this article, and there's a tweet from this article that was really interesting. And it's this. This guy says, notice the pattern. Bitcoin stopped caring about bad news. And this struck me this week as well. Flashboy, I don't know what this is. I don't remember this piece of news, but he's pointing to 3 sets of bad news that happened and Bitcoin kept going. The first is Flashboy's trading bots news. The second we all know about is Tether sham news. And the third we all know about is Binance hack news. And Bitcoin has busted through all of this. And I think that that's significant. And then Tim Draper was on Fox Business, and he said something that I thought was very interesting. And I'm going to get down here and read this. Draper Associates founding partner Tim Draper is doubling down on Bitcoin, telling Fox Business Liz Clayman the cryptocurrency is on a path to boosting its own market share. And he says, I'm a believer that in 4 years, something like that, Bitcoin will be a 5% market share of the earth. Now, what he exactly means by that, I can't tell you for 100% sure. But what I can tell you is this guy's about as bullish as they come. And he believes that the Bitcoin market share will be 5% of the earth. Now, I'm assuming, I don't know if he means all the money on earth or what, but whatever he means, it sounds huge. Okay. Then I wanted to show you this. This is interesting as well. This is an article from Market Watch, so there's 2 points I want you to get out of this. The first is major news outlets are beginning to pick up this digital asset stuff. Why is Bitcoin surging? Here's 4 possible explanations. The fourth one is the one I wanted to show you, but I'll go over all of them anyway. Technically driven, that's the first one. And then the adoption argument, and then maybe the sentiment is shifting, but this is the one I wanted you to see. Are people actually dropping gold? Or maybe people are trading in a popular haven asset for a slice of digital currency. On May 1, Grayscale Investments, a subsidiary of Digital Currency Group, kicked off a provocative ad campaign to promote Bitcoin as a better alternative to gold. The campaign, which employed the social media hashtag #DropGold, promoted Bitcoin as a better store of value, arguing it's more secure and borderless. And it turns out the gold bugs were watching. A day after the campaign launched, the World Gold Council rolled out another explanation as to why cryptocurrencies are no substitute for gold. Cryptocurrencies' extreme daily and intraday volatility disrupts its use as a medium of exchange and discourages strategic investments, wrote Adam Perlicki, manager of investment research at the World Gold Council. But anyway, this is all just an interesting thing going on. Okay, next, I wanted to show you this. This is a tweet that I tweeted out, and I wanted to take this time. Bitcoin touched, I believe it touched 7,000 today. So I thought that it was important for us to remember that we needed to remember that time they said crypto was dead for the 350th time. How many times have we heard these news outlets over the last 15 months declare Bitcoin dead and talk about how crypto is a fraud and it's going to collapse, it's going to go to zero and all this mess? So I thought that now would be a great time for us to go to the Bitcoin obituaries and show you what all these people have said, and let's hold them accountable. This is from 99bitcoins.com/Bitcoin-obituaries. And the first one, I want to hit the high notes. This is from Forbes, Bitcoin Maximalist, Impossible Dream. And then, seeking alpha, the decline is fundamental, unsolvable, and the end of BTC. That was December 18th of 2018. Market Watch, Bitcoin is pretty much dead, says teenage crypto phenom. Then Market Watch again, Bitcoin is close to becoming worthless. That's from December 3, 2018. Bloomberg, Bitcoin becomes a story of boom and bust at $3,975 Bitcoin. Now remember, folks, right around this time, I did not listen to these jerks. What I did is I went into my IRA and I bought the GBTC, which is Grayscale's Bitcoin Investment Trust. I have literally over doubled my money because I didn't listen to these jerks that have an agenda other than helping people make money. Or I take that back. They have an agenda to help people make money, but it's the wrong people, in my opinion. Okay, next from CNBC, I come to bury Bitcoin, not to praise it, November 30th. The New York Post, the Bitcoin pyramid scheme continues to collapse. Let's see what else we got. Bloomberg, Jamie Dimon and Warren Buffett have the last laugh on Bitcoin at 4,554. Well, it touched 7,000 today, so who had the last laugh? I think that's enough to show you. I'm the digital asset investor. I'm not an investment advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please subscribe and hit the like button and tell your friends and family that you and I had the last laugh, not Jamie Dimon and Warren Buffett. Thanks for listening.